Look, first of all, it's good to be back in India. Unfortunately, I played a few matches against England in India, and that too with a couple of matches with the crowd. So it was a great feeling to play in front of the crowd. But unfortunately, again, the rest of the matches were behind the closed doors. So we know that there won't be any crowd in IPL, but still, it's always good to play some cricket in India. So I wouldn't say that life is back to the normal. Apparently, there's a second wave of COVID in India, which is going on right now. So if I know they won't be any crowd, but if BCCI allow crowd, that they're so passionate that they'll come to the grounds, irrespective of they know that it's dangerous, they shouldn't come. So I think that's the right move to play behind that closed door. But yes, I hope that things will get better quite soon.
Yeah, I haven't seen the team yet, but it is great to be back in India. It feels like it's been a wee while, actually, obviously with the last IPL in Dubai and not a lot of cricket being played. So, it's great to be back. And as Bhuvi and I were just talking about, we're both in quarantine together. And so we're both looking forward to getting out sort of on the 8th, I think. So it'd be great to meet some of the new players and see some familiar faces with the squad again.
I think that for me, there are two parts of it. So for one is that there won't be any home advantages. Generally teams, can make wicket according to the, opposition's strength or weakness. So they won't be the same this time. But other part is that every player played at each venue so many times that it wouldn't matter. So it depends how you look at it. So I don't think it's gonna be a huge difference. But yes, playing at neutral venue, it's gonna be quite interesting.
Oh, it's been great. Feel very fortunate to be involved with the franchise for a number of years now, and it's great to be back again this year. And like Bhuvi mentioned, there is a few differences to the tournament this year, but really exciting opportunity as a side. A lot of familiar faces that have been a part of the side for years, and some new faces each year as well. That it's important we adapt as a team and play as a team, which is a real strength of, I think, the Sunrisers.
Look, it's like we're gonna play 9 matches in these two venues, so it will be more than half of our tournament. So we have to play really well to at these two venues. But I think it's gonna be interesting for us, and because these two venues apparently is spinners friendly. So we have got some good spinners. If you look at this Afghani trio, so these 3 of them are amazing. So it's gonna be interesting. Like even Delhi is a kind of spinners wicket where ball turns, keeps low. So but again, we have to play some really good cricket, because these are the grounds where you can score runs, and defending is something which is not easy. So depends how wickets gonna behave in these neutral venues. So I'm quite exciting to play at neutral venues, depending what kind of wickets we're gonna play.
Yeah, it's something different. I suppose it's being forced in terms of trying to limit the travel, and I guess there's a number of other reasons for it. So to try and make it as fair as possible, I guess they've made it so no one has home games, and I suppose without home crowds, it's sort of less significant. But I think at the same time, having such a number of games at sort of one stadium, the pitches will probably change quite a lot from perhaps the first game you play on to the last. So being quick to adjust as a side, I think will be really, really important. And like you mentioned, we've got sort of 2/3 of our season on 2 grounds. So it will be really important for us to do that as quickly as possible.
To be honest, for first couple of years, I didn't realize that pace is something which needs to be added. As I kept playing, I realized that with the swing, I need to improve a pace, because bowling in just late 120s or just 130s, batsmen were adjusting to the swing. So I wanted to increase the pace, but I didn't know how to increase it. That was a general trend that train hard, spend some time in the gym, all those things. But yes, fortunately, I was able to improve the pace, and that really helped me the later stages. So yes, when you have pace, I mean, of course, I'm not that express 140 plus all those things, but bowling in mid 130s helps, maintaining that swing and keep the batsman guessing.
Having the experience of playing in the IPL is one thing, and then getting the opportunity, as a young skipper to lead a side, is fantastic for their development, their experience, and growing as a player. I think any leadership role that you take on gives you that opportunity. And advice, I suppose, would be to make sure you're authentic. But I've got no doubt Rashid Pant won't have a problem with that. He is who he is, and I think that's why we all enjoy watching.
Look, I've stopped, aiming for any personal things for last few years, because whenever I've done that, I've never able to achieve that. It could be because of form or because of fitness. So for last few years, I don't make any personal goals. It gets frustrating, but that is something which is not in your hand. All you can do is do a good rehab, be in a good mental stage where you can always enjoy the time with your family, or whenever you're away from the game. So yes, it was frustrating, but all I wanted to do is to come back quickly. So what you learn during this phase is that you get injured irrespective of how fit you are, what fitness you do. So these phases come where you get injured, but for me, what's more important is to come back very quickly, or as quick as possible. So these are the things I've learned during this period.
I'm not really sure how to answer that. For me, as a player and playing in a number of teams, I'm always just trying to improve my game as much as I can, and adapt my game to play the role for the team as well as I can. And that's always a focus, is sort of the contribution that you can try and make to move your team forward. And I suppose that's where my motivation lies and where my energy goes.
Look, honestly, we're not far away from going into the finals or winning the trophy. So I mean, we have played some really good cricket in the last 3-4 years. We have reached playoffs or at least semi-finals. So I mean, there's not a big thing or big change we need to be done. So I mean, I don't think that there's anything we have to do separately from the last few years. So it's just same things what we have done. But good thing is that we have got few young players which will bring positive energy and some different experience in the team. Of course, why can't we win? Just give me one reason why can't we win. So there's every reason. If you look at the players, we have got a core group. Again this year we have got some youngsters. So I mean, there's every reason that we can win the trophy.
Yeah, like Bhuvi said, I mean, every team's strong, and as we saw last year, every team can beat each other as well. So, it's as a group trying to improve over the space of the 6 weeks, and if we're playing good cricket towards that middle back end and we have a bit of momentum, then there's no reason why we can't.
I thought it could be Khalil, but I think he's not. He's kind of a clone rather than a prankster.
He's grown up, isn't
he? Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know, man. Could be a new guy.
Could be a new guy. Davey Warner's always up for some mischief.
Yeah, he is. But he's Kane's best friend, I guess.
He tries to...
No, I was shy.
I wasn't naughty.
So for me, being a shy guy, if I do anything normal, I mean, it could be talking to someone else was as crazy for me. So I didn't do any crazy thing, but yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I was very, very shy.
Going like snowboarding or skiing, because I've never really been able to do that. Surfing trip.
No, I think I want to do skydiving. I just think of it, but I know I can't do it. I just think of it.
Talk about game, though.
Yeah.
Do it, right? You should do it.
I can't do it. Could be scuba diving.
Oh yeah, man, that'd be amazing. I'll be keen on that. Scuba diving. Me, maybe?
Could be. Depends. I mean, how hungry we are. So yeah.
12 inch. Probably not a whole one. That's a lot, isn't it?
Probably a whole lot, yeah.
Is that a big pizza?
It's quite big.
Yeah. Nah.
Being a teammate, we can share. Yeah.
Mate. That's right. Yeah, look, I mean, that's part of the game, isn't it? Failure, and I suppose making sure that you stick to your, the reasons why you play the game, and how you get enjoyment out of the game, I think is really important, and making the focus a little bit less about you and more about the team, I think is allows you to enjoy it and perhaps weather those days a little bit as well.
When you go through a bad phase, you generally drift away from your process. You stop doing small things which you generally do. So I think, like Kane said, I mean, stick to the process and all those things. But it gets tough. You do all small things, but still you go through a bad phase. I think it's all about never give up attitude.
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, every game's different, and for whatever reason, every day you feel a little bit different, and so some days there's more nerves than other days, but definitely there's always some nerves that are around.
No, I do get nervous if I play cricket after a long time. I do get nervous, especially I played against England almost after. If you don't include IPL, I played after almost 1.5 years. So I was very nervous. So I do get nervous when there's a big gap in the matches.
Yeah, I think there's that sort of never-ending pursuit of trying to improve as a player, but I think the part that for me anyway, that I do really enjoy is being involved in a team, and I suppose when you're working towards a common goal, there's a lot of drive to try and achieve that, whether that's with your national side or domestic side, or over here with an IPL team, the Sunrisers. So that, yep, I mean, there's always something to work on.
I think for me it's quite simple. That love and passion for the game. I mean, that that keeps me going. Like Kane said, that something, some common goal towards something which, as a team, which always keeps you, passionate about that game, and especially when you play at the highest level, especially for your country, it always motivates you.